Hello and welcome to another Smurpy video, and we are going to be looking at Goosebumps over the next few months. I want to start with the original Goosebumps collection, so starting with the original books mainly, and then we'll progress on to the other series. First up is Goosebumps book number 1, Welcome to Dead House. You know, I really love the artwork. And, you know, back then that, you know, seeing a skull in a graveyard, Welcome to Dead House, that was a pretty scary thing. Of course, not long after I watched Nightmare on Elm Street. Don't watch that if you're under the age of 18. Here's the back. So it just gives you a brief description of the story. And I don't think I've actually read this book since we got it. It's one of the to-read lists. I think we've tried reading it and we haven't exactly finished it. Obviously I've watched the episode. The episode was scary, but sometimes the books differ from the actual stories. But yeah, this was definitely a good start from R.L. Stine. Say Cheese and Die. This is actually my son's favourite story, and when we first started reading it, he would literally run around saying, "Say cheese and die," and you know, people used to look at us like we were actually strange. What? But you know, once again, the picture on the front is absolutely brilliant. You know, it's a camera that takes pictures and lots of bad stuff happens. And there's the back, which gives you a bio of kind of what happens in it, just to get you, you know, started up. And when these books used to come out, £2.99. Back in, what, 93, 94? Now, Stay Out of the Basement. This is a really good story about a plant taking over and almost winning, and it's not till the end where his daughter actually makes a decision and realizes that her dad's been captive, and they actually destroy the plant. And I remember the episode because I like the episode right at the end where all the plants saying, I'm your father to her, and it's all pretty crazy. And there's the back. Oh, went up in price, that one. I love the shows. Sometimes the books are better. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. And the book, I think, is actually scarier than the TV episode. You have this whole hotel scene where the bad guy's trying to capture them and they're running for their life. So it's not just restricted to the mummy's actual tomb like in the episode. So, yeah, this is a really good book. And there we go. Once again, we have the bio where Gabe, pretty much like the episode, gets dropped off with his uncle and his cousin, and it's pretty good. Just read it. Now, this is my favourite story of the whole set. My first book was Monster Above 3, and I had to go back and read the first two. Now, this one, me and my son have just finished reading recently, and I think it's a lot better than the show. I don't want to give too much, but Sarah Beth is a lot more evil in the book than in the actual show. And yeah, it's a really, really good read. And Aunt Catherine is misperceived as a bad guy, but she's not. Really good story. So, what are we reading now? I'm going to show you before we finish up the video. So yeah, we're a little bit crazy. We do things in threes and not just one or two. We read 3 whole books in one. So we've just started reading this, and this is a new one that actually came out last month, and we're definitely feeling the vibe of the Most Wanted series. And we got this. I got this because I was really excited because I like the Haunted Mask episode, and this is slightly different. It's got lots of little stories in it, and it seems to be, you see little bits of the masks that were actually in the episodes, and they're all slightly different. So I think we're on story 2 at the moment, and then we're reading this. My son keeps telling me he doesn't want to read this one, But every time we read it, we finish it with, whoa, that was scary. So I've not read much of the Goosebumps 2000 series, so this is good for me. So there we have it, the first 5 books in R.L. Stine's Goosebumps series. Welcome to Dead House, Stay, Cheese and Die, Stay Out of the Basement, because you should, and The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, plus The Mighty Monster Blood. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you got them. Let me know if you're getting them. Thank you very much and have a good evening.